McDowell and the left midcourt corner. Cross-court pass into the right side. Jeff Foreman for threes off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Memorial's Kobe Rose. Spins away from one defender. Now passes in towards the top of the key. Nero, right corner for three off the front of the rim. Offensive board from Memorial. They've killed Southeast on the offensive glass today. Alexander, left midcourt corner, goes in towards the left corner. Now driving to the bucket. Rose. And back out Nero, top of the key. Trying to dribble away from the double team. Now splits another double team. Goes into the lane. What a pass. A couple of great passes. And the layup is good. Isaiah Thomas finishes it off. But a couple of great passes starting with Caleb Nero. McDowell into the corner. And going towards the basket, Foreman gets fouled. Saying on the floor, no shot. Isaiah Thomas with his fourth. Team's fourth as well for the second half. So Thomas now comes out. Derek Guest is back in. Southeast ball underneath the basket, gets it down low, and dribbling it off his own knee was McDowell, trying a couple of power dribbles, get a little bit of space to come from out underneath the basket, but could not. Dribbled it off his own knee out of bounds. So Memorial ball after the turnover, up by 26. Cross midcourt easily to Guest. Guest goes in towards the baseline, goes up, is fouled as his feet were kind of taken out from underneath him from Jack Foreman. Jack Foreman's first foul. Team second. Glad Guest is okay, gets up easily, and now to the free throw line. First free throws of the game for Derek Guest. Missed this one off the back iron. 6 points so far from Derek Guest. So Jack Foreman comes out. And Trey Veely comes in for him. Freshman for a freshman. Guest, 6'4" senior. That one also no good, but an offensive board once again for Memorial and Kobe Rose. Nero, right midcourt corner. Goes into the lane. Goes up in the lane, and oh no, he traveled. Took a couple of jump stops there. He thought he was getting an and one there. 4 minutes left in the third. It's 56-30. And towards the left corner, Walker. Dribbles it out towards the wing. Gets it back. Walker, long three. Yes! Walker hits a three, and a quick timeout taken by Southeast. Southeast, 4 timeouts left. So does Memorial. Both teams have 4 timeouts. 56-33. 3:44 left of the third quarter. It's been even here in this third quarter. Both teams with 11 points so far, but Memorial jumped out to a big lead thanks to a 23-8 second quarter. Southeast is going to need a lot more shots from the likes of Ron Walker, those three-pointers, to come back in this one. Nero walks the ball up the floor here. Met by a double team at half court, able to pass out of it easily. Back to Nero. Moving over towards his right, Walker with some great defense. Tried to split the defense there, and a foul. They call it on Walker. It's his second, team's third. So they go back to Nero now. Jumps with the lob pass, barely able to get over to Rose. And a jump ball here is Derek Guest tied up with Trey Veely. Possession arrow favors Memorial, so they keep the ball underneath the basket. Alexander to inbound. Tries to pass it down low, kicked out of bounds by McDowell, so they're just going to switch sides now. Nero in the left corner. Dribbles it all the way out towards midcourt. Here comes the double team, able to dribble past that, and another foul. This time on Christopher Johnson, his first, team's fourth. So again, Memorial ball, this time on the sideline. They go into the backcourt for Nero. And again, the double team comes. They jump and pass out of it. Nearly stolen away, but still gets to Guest. Guest now with the high arcing shot is good. Into the right corner, Walker, another three. That's off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Memorial's Jalen Alexander. Swarming defense from Southeast. Memorial handling it nicely, though, and a foul on the floor here. Bump from Jeff Foreman, his third foul, and the team's fifth. The ball underneath the basket here for Memorial. Alexander again looking to inbound and going to take a timeout. Nero saying he was open, but Alexander couldn't find him. Still plenty of timeouts here for Memorial to keep the ball up by 25, 58-33. Four timeouts for Southeast, 3 for Memorial left. And just a quick message from Robert Allison, already putting his team back out onto the floor. They'll keep the ball underneath the basket. And have a line down the right side of the lane. Trying to inbound. Finally they do as they get it in here to over on the left side. It's Rose who has the floater, and that's good. Rose, his first points of the second half. He had 16 in the first. Back over to Walker. On towards the left side. Foreman for three. That just hits the bottom of the net, no good. But Southeast keeps it. And over to McDowell, no good. Tries to get his own rebound and tries to save it, but he was out of bounds, or the ball hit on the baseline. Either way, Memorial ball. 60-33. Memorial on top of Southeast. Jumps to pass it back over to Alexander. Inside, turns, faces the basket, shoots, it's no good. Rebound is knocked around, comes back over to Guest. Guest again goes up. This time he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for a couple. Fouls on Deshaun McDowell. His second, team sixth. So to the free throw line, Derek Guest, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. First one's good. Second one here from Guest. That one also good, so he makes them both. Now coming in, Shamar Walker coming in for Jalen Alexander. Southeast wants to counter. It's Deontay Allen and for Jeff Foreman. 29-point lead here for the Chargers. A little over 2 minutes left of the third quarter. And towards the corner, quick three from Veely. That's off the back rim, no good. And here comes Memorial's. Nero's fouled in the backcourt by Walker, his third, team seventh. So already here in the third quarter, Memorial shooting free throws for the rest of the game. If you're going to foul someone, you got to get away from Nero. As Nero today is 5 for 5 from the free throw line. First one is good. That gives him 20 today. And a 30-point lead for the Chargers. Nero's second, also good, so he makes them both. And Alante Carson now comes in, senior. Here comes McDowell down the floor. On towards the left side, McDowell gets it back, works the ball over to Walker. Back to McDowell. Over to Walker again towards the top of the key, trying to get open for a three. Now he's just going to drive it in the lane, gets the floater to go. Walker having a good second half here with 7 points. 64-35. Shamar Walker back out towards Carson now. Gets away from the double team. Walker gets it knocked out from behind him. No backcourt violation there. It was knocked back there. Now in towards the top of the key. Driving down the right side and laying it up and in is Derek Guest. He has 12 points. We near a minute left of the third quarter. Right side, Veely for three. Yes, he hits it. Freshman hits the three. Less than a minute to go. Again, here comes Guest. Down low, easy bucket there. Able to beat the press. Kobe Rose with the easy lay-in. Veely charges in, draws the foul, blocking foul on Shamar Walker. His first foul, team's fifth. Caleb Nero now back in here for Memorial, along with a couple of others, including Isaiah Thomas, now playing with 4 fouls. Walker looks to inbound, able to get it into McDowell underneath the basket, fouled and one. And that may be it for Thomas if it's on him. It is. That is on Isaiah Thomas, his 5th foul, team 6th. So Thomas fouls out with 6 points. But Memorial's up big, 68-40 with 46 seconds left of the third quarter. McDowell 1 for 1 from the free throw line today. Made an and one earlier, has another one here. And he makes that one as well. 46 seconds left of the third. Memorial in the backcourt, knocked away, still up in the air, trying to save it. Hits off of the foot of the Charger Walker there. What a great save, though, from Alexander just to keep it alive, but hit off the foot of Walker right near the scorer's table. So back to Southeast. A quick three from McDowell is no good. Rebound goes out towards the corner. Nero has it, met by a double team into the corner, just jumps and passes it, and Walker with the steal. Walker able to find McDowell. Down the left side of the lane, gets fouled, and McDowell goes back to the free throw line here with 21 seconds left. It's time the foul's on Derek Guest, his 4th, and the team's 7th. First one here from McDowell is good. McDowell 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Make it 4 for 4. Coming in for the last 21 seconds, it's Kobe Rose coming back in for Derek Guest. Inbound comes into Nero, and a foul in the backcourt. I believe that will be on Chris Johnson. It is on Johnson, his 2nd, team's 8th. Again, don't want to foul Nero. As Kalen Childs comes in now for Walker, and Nero back to the free throw line. 7 for 7. 8 for 8 now. Junior does not miss free throws. Now Santrell Long comes in for Christopher Johnson. Nero hits it another one. 70-43. Walker on the right wing. Long three here from Veely. Off the front of the rim, goes in towards the corner, jumping and saving it. And ball goes out of bounds. It will go to Southeast. There were a host of Chargers there, all of them fighting after the ball. None of them got to it. Inbound comes in. A quick three here from Walker is good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter, 70-46. Memorial leading Southeast. 8 minutes away from the semifinals here in 5A. Number 1 Memorial leading number 5 Oklahoma City Southeast 70-46. Start of the fourth quarter. Brandon Hart here. And Deshaun McDowell for Southeast. Pass over the ball to Walker. Walker back out towards the top of the key and over to Veely, and it's a foul maybe away from the ball. It's going to be on Memorial. And on Kobe Rose, just his first, but the team's 8th. So that puts Deshaun McDowell to the free throw line with 17 points. 4 for 4 from the free throw line today. 1 and 1, and he makes the first. Second one coming for McDowell. That one also good, so he makes them both. Memorial having a little bit of trouble, finally able to get it in. Over to Kobe Rose. Long pass right side, down low, underneath. Can't get the layup to go was Childs. Rebound still bouncing around, and it goes off of Nero out of bounds. The ball goes to Southeast. So McDowell, cross midcourt and a foul on the dribble on Kobe Rose. So Rose with his second foul, team's 9th. So McDowell goes to the free throw line. Allen just made a couple of free throws, has a couple of opportunities here as he makes yet another. 7 for 7 today. Make it 8 for 8. Still 20-point lead here for Memorial, 70-50. But this press is working here for Southeast. Walker with the layup in after the steal. Memorial trying to get away from this press. We go over to Nero. Nero gets it across just in time before a 10-second violation. And now they work it back over to Guest. Guest away from a screen. Gets by another. Goes into the lane. The floater off the glass is too strong. Rebounded by McDowell. McDowell pushing the ball up the floor here for Southeast. Jumps, passes into the corner. Overhead pass goes way too high, out of bounds. Intended for Deontay Allen. Turnover gives Memorial the ball right at midcourt. Alexander inbounds into Guest. Guest trying to run away from the double team. Passes over to Alexander across midcourt. And out of bounds is a little bit of contact there from McDowell, but no whistle. As far as a foul goes, ball goes just out of bounds. Southeast gets it back. Southeast still a long way to go. Down 18. McDowell back over towards the top of the key. Veely for threes off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Childs. Nero, cross midcourt, leads the 3-on-1. He's going to go all the way. A left-handed layup is good. He puts it up with the right hand, though. And a timeout taken by Memorial right after the made shot. Caleb Nero has 24 points. And Memorial's up 72-52 here early in the fourth quarter. Next game after this one, Lawton Eisenhower versus Pryor. Winner of this game gets a winner of that game tomorrow. Memorial now with a couple of timeouts left. Southeast still has 4. So Southeast with the ball underneath the basket. Needs to go the length of the floor, but Memorial will pick up the defense at midcourt as Deshaun McDowell brings the ball up the floor. McDowell's in between the circles. Memorial looks like they're in a 2-3 defense here. Works the ball over towards the right side. Allen drives, kicks it back out towards McDowell, top of the key. Takes the contested three and hits it. Nero was all over him, but McDowell still able to nail the three in a quick timeout from Southeast. So they quickly take the timeout here. Low Southeast is down by 17 points. Sean McDowell has 24 points, as does Caleb Nero. We thought it would be those two. Kobe Rose for Memorial also with 20 points. And Ron Walker for Southeast has 16. It's been mainly those four players for both teams. So now Memorial can run the baseline here. Inbound comes in. Kobe Rose, and he gets it back over to Alexander. Long pass right side, and hard foul as Guest tried to go up, and he was just bear hugged there by Christopher Johnson. His third foul, team's 9th. So Derek Guest to the free throw line. 2 for 4 today, has 12 points. Guest first is in and out. Coming back in, Malik Swain had 4 fouls, has been in foul trouble for most of the game as he had 3 first quarter fouls. He's back in. Coming in for Deontay Allen. Second one for Guest. That one is good, so he goes 1 for 2. 6 minutes left. Memorial up 73-55. Walker into the lane, goes off the glass for 2. Nero trying to get it across, and he dribbled on the baseline. He dribbled over there, stepped over there while he was trying to get past that triple team. He was by him, but just needed maybe 6 more inches over there. So Southeast gets it back. McDowell jumps, tries to pass it over towards the left side, but it's stolen away by Guest. And up here to Alexander. On towards the left wing, trying to drive his Rose. It's stolen away from him. Up here to McDowell. McDowell to the basket, goes up with the left hand. Little finger roll is good. Pretty play there from Deshaun McDowell. 73-59. Nero in the backcourt.